No Messi against Uruguay, no Messi against Brazil, but Argentina still won one and destroyed the other 4-1 in the World Cup qualifying. So here is a question most viewers are not asking. What exactly happens to this team when Messi's movement is not on the pitch? That may be the real question that decides their title defence. Hi, this is Cyrus Fernando alongside FTG Intel from the Game Intelligence Football Analysis. For years, the easy read on Argentina was simple. No Messi, no same team. That read is dead. Messi missed the March 2025 qualifiers through injury, but Argentina still beat Uruguay 1-0. 4 days later, they took Brazil apart 4-1 after qualification had already been confirmed. By June 2025, Scaloni said it out loud. The team no longer needs to reshuffle everything when Messi is absent. Everybody sees the goal. Most people stop at the finish. Watch who supplies the pass. Watch who makes a central run. Watch how little of that move depends on waiting for Messi to receive. Slow the game and bend the block around himself. Almada slips Alvarez through. And Argentina are running at Brazil before Brazil can settle. No pause, no drift, no gravity phase. The move is straight from midfield in the back line in 2 touches, and the lane Almada finds is the one Messi would usually have to open himself. And that is the real shift. Argentina are no longer asking how they survive without Messi. They are asking a more dangerous question. How many versions of themselves can they win with, depending on what shape Messi arrives in? That is not a team in crisis. That is a team with options. Let me show you what changes when Messi's movement is not there to organise the attack. Messi is available and moving well. Argentina do not gain just a creator. They gain a reference point. Attackers can breathe around him. The right side can pause around him. Runners time their movement off him. The final third becomes less about the speed and more about manipulation. People reduce this to Messi's magic. Tactically, it's really about gravity. He is the planet the attack orbits. Now remove him. Look at what stays. The spine stays, the midfield base, the centre backs, the competitive structure. Scaloni did not say Argentina were replacing Messi. He said they no longer need to redesign the lineup every time Messi is missing. That is a completely different claim. Replacing him is impossible. Not redesigning around him is the real breakthrough. Here is the first major change. Without Messi, the game gets more vertical through Julian Alvarez. Against Brazil, Argentina's first goal came from Almada slipping Alvarez through. The second features De Paul, Almada and Alvarez combining before Enzo Fernandez finished. Argentina are not waiting for Messi's drift. They are attacking with Alvarez running. This striker is not trying to be Messi. He is doing the opposite. He puts the back line under the constant depth pressure, so the connections behind him get cleaner half-space receptions. Less gravity around one man. More running that punishes the defenders who step out to close him. Here is a second major change, and this is the real video. The half space becomes a committed job. Messi used to solve several problems at once. Receive between the lines, hold defenders with gravity, disguise the final pass, decide whether the move should pause or accelerate. Without that, Argentina needs shared labour. The clearest recent clue is Thiago Almada. He keeps appearing in the decisive actions when Messi is out. Through ball to Alvarez against Brazil. Combination play in the second goal. Late equaliser against Colombia in the 81st minute, with Argentina down to 10 men. The half space is now rotating role, not a Messi postcode. One player receives, another runs, a third supplies disguise. Messi used to do all three. Look at this gap right here. Messi used to own this space. Now Argentina are taking turns occupying it. Almada drops in. Enzo arrives late. De Paul links the phase. Nobody is imitating Messi. They are dividing his old job into three. The broadcast showed you the Brazil scoreline that night, but it missed the real clue. This was Brazil's heaviest defeat in World Cup qualifying history, not a reduced Argentina scraping through. Brazil were comprehensively outplayed and fortunate not to lose by more, even with Messi and Lautaro Martinez both absent. Argentina do not cope without Messi. They punish the absence. The Chile game gives you the second layer. Before June 5th game, Messi's role was already uncertain. Argentina had qualification secured. Several regulars were missing. Messi came off the bench in the 57th minute. Argentina still won 1-0. That means the team was not just surviving emergency absences, it was rehearsing a managed Messi version of itself months before the tournament. Same shirt, same spine, but a different rhythm. Watch what happens when the connector receives before the defense has identified its reference point. This is the exact frame where Argentina stops looking like Messi's team without Messi and starts looking like Scaloni's team without Messi. So this is where the title lands. The issue is no longer a clean with or without split. It is what happens if Messi is present but cannot give you 90 minutes of full movement. Do Argentina still tilt the structure towards him? Or do they let Alvarez Almada version carry more of the game and use Messi as the final layer? To answer those questions, let's fast forward 9 months. As of March 2026, Scaloni clearly wants Messi there, but the final call and the exact role still hang over the tournament build-up. So the next time someone says Argentina without Messi are just worse version of themselves, this is your answer. No, they are a different version of themselves, less gravity, more running, less waiting for the right half space genius, and more committee creation around Alvarez and the connectors. Now watch the 2 goals that expose the whole shift. First, Brazil, then Chile. One is a statement win without Messi, and the other is a managed Messi game where he comes off the bench, different attacking rhythm. Brazil opener first. Freeze the frame just before Almada releases Alvarez. That is the first clue. Argentina do not need a long Messi possession to shape the move. They have already found that lane. Almada threads Alvarez through the middle, and a Brazilian defense that should have been set is already chasing. Now the Chile goal. The point is not just that Alvarez scores. The point is the attack still knows where its depth comes from and how quickly to hit it. Brazil was instant vertical release. Chile is a calmer build. Same depth threat, same Alvarez chip. This is the frame the broadcast never lingers on, and it is where the second version of Argentina starts to look real. There. Argentina are not replacing Messi in these moves, they are redistributing him. By June 2025, Argentina have already qualified, and Scaloni was openly saying they no longer needed to rebuild the team around Messi's availability. By March 2026, Messi's World Cup decision was still being treated carefully, with Scaloni saying he would do everything possible to have him there, while also making clear the final call was Messi's. That is what makes this such a strong 2026 angle. Argentina's structure is stable and Messi's role is still fluid. The answer is not to key on Messi alone anymore. You have to kill the connector, close the run, and stop Argentina from turning transition into structure. Watch for this at the World Cup. A defence that locks onto Messi and leaves Almada or Enzo a half yard of turning space is the defence that concedes. And a defence that solves the connector but forgets the Alvarez depth run is the defence that gets pulled apart from the other direction. Argentina now have two attacking problems to present, and that is a bigger threat than presenting one great one. That is Argentina's real threat in 2026. Not that Messi will be there, but that they can become harder to solve because they now have two versions of themselves ready to go. Let me leave you with the intel. Number one, Argentina no longer need to redesign the team every time Messi is absent. The spine stays, the reference points move. Scaloni said it in June, and the March results proved it. Number two, without Messi's movement, the attack becomes more vertical through Alvarez and more collective in the half spaces. Almada keeps appearing in the decisive actions. Number three, the biggest 2026 question is not Messi or no Messi. It is which Messi structure Argentina trust when the tournament gets tight. If Messi starts a knockout game, should Argentina still orbit him, or is a smarter version the one that asks him to finish what the new structure starts? Drop your answers below. Subscribe and download the free tactical cheat sheet. Link is in the description. And if you want to see which underdogs could actually stress this Argentina setup, FNTG broke this down. Jordan, they're going to be meeting Argentina in the next stage. The link is above. I'm Cyrus Fernando, this is FTG Intel, and I'll see you soon.